after I've done the first video of people pleasing, the lessons, and now I'm just sitting here basking myself in a beautiful autumn sun in South Africa, and I'm just being in the moment. And this thought comes, it's like, so what is the core reason for human beings to condone people pleasing behaviors? What are some of the core reasons or belief? And one thing that comes to the mind is like shamefulness. It's being shameful. It's the fear of being ashamed that keeps us in those circles and relationships, situations where we feel inclined to condone these habits, this behavior, these patterns where we constantly acting from a place of need to people please, to make other people's life peaceful out of own expenses, mental expenses. Let's remember that, unconsciously. So for me, that's one thing I can relate with, because in the past I was very much it was hectic, man. I was so afraid of being judged. I was afraid to be criticized. I was afraid to be called names. I was afraid to be rejected by others. I was just, there's a lot of fear of being ashamed to call names. Like, I come from that background where if you don't do things that makes other people happy or satisfied, they will actually start calling you names. They will actually, they will treat you that way. It was like more, it was something that was big in my background. It still is. I'm not saying it's not there. It still is, but I feel like I've grown a thicker skin in my life through this self-discovery journey, where I have gone in the depth of the reasoning behind my motives to do things. I've discovered that a lot of fear of being ashamed, and I ask why. I ask myself, why am I ashamed when I'm being true to myself? Why I have to feel bad, when other people are not happy? And when I already understand that we are responsible for how we feel, we create our own life experiences based on how we choose to perceive life. Why now is it my fault that people are not happy with their own choices in life? Why I feel the need to go out of my way to make other people happy? What's going on? What sort of belief system is that? What sort of what motivates me to that? Is it love? Am I coming from a place of love that I feel a lot of anxiety to make other people feel happy? Is that true love? Is that how I define love? Where is this definition? I had to ask myself many questions, Then that's where I realized that in the core is that I'm afraid. I was sick afraid because it was the past. I was afraid of being called names, because that was what I experienced in the past, and that used to block me in every way. And I just didn't have the capacity or the power to really look at those patterns that actually had power over me to put me in that position where I felt like, okay, this is the only way out, is to just do things. Forget about what I feel. What I feel is true to me. Forget about what I want to do. Let me just do things so that people can be quiet, so that they don't have to call me names, so that people can, kind of a sense of security. Whereas now I'm in the opposite, position, because I don't mind people calling me names. I don't have issues. I don't feel like I need to cringe if people are being reactive because I choose to do what makes me feel right, what is aligned or what resonate with me. I'm no longer feeling like I need to have, I need to act fast, I need to do things